is out now in stores. My compatriots D and DJ Sue have copies of it. How do you guys like your fresh copy of Den of Thieves?
Smells like a fresh heist. Smells like a heist gone wrong.
Smells like plastic to me. I don't know about you two.
Smells like mixed reviews at an $80 million grossed film.
I did a review of it. It was a critic screening of it and stuff. I went to it. D couldn't make it. So I asked this. I mentioned this in the review. That one of the things that kind of aggravates me a little bit was that a lot of movies try so hard to mimic Heat. And I feel this is another one of those movies that tries so hard to be like Heat.
I don't think it mimics Heat. If anything, it mimics more of GTA 5 than Heat, to be honest with you.
Oh, you're talking about the final heist mission?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Does it? But that's beside the point. Here's the thing. When it comes to heist movies, if you've seen one, you've seen all of them. The trick is this. The trick is, what can make this heist more special than the other one of usually just turning over a bank? See, there's two ways of, like, put it this way. There's robbing a bank, and then there's robbing a bank. Set it off, and then there's inside man. You see where I'm going with it, right?
Yeah. And you know what, D, you're right. There's also robbing a bank, and then there's dragging a giant safe using two SUVs down, down a city.
In Rio.
Yeah. There's like, that's what I'm saying. There's there's like the Italian job, and then there's
takers.
Takers. Oh god, yeah, there's takers. There you go.
Also, can I point out something? Am I terrible to make the to go ahead and make the announcement that somebody ripped and put this entire movie up on YouTube?
That doesn't shock me.
Whoa. They ripped the whole movie and put it. Wait a minute, YouTube didn't catch that thing yet.
YouTube did not catch it.
Hey, but
wow.
YouTube could take our fucking videos down. Ain't that a bitch?
I know.
Hey, Chris. Again, that's Saban, nigga. Ain't my fault that you played 1 second of that song and Saban was like, "Where my money at, motherfucker?" I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
I let the hurt go.
I told you not to monetize nothing, and you did. You went ahead and did.
Hey, I was trying to play chicken with Saban, and I failed. All right.
It's like, hey, Saban, I got 400 views that one time. Let's see if a nigga trying to make 14 cents.
I need my 14 cents. Run them coins.
5 folks that are producing this Blu-ray has said, hey, we want you guys to do a review. And I'll be damned if I don't give you a review.
Yeah, so we'll give you a hell of a review.
We're fit to do that ish because I don't say no to free shit. Also, don't say no to thick black women. And I'm just going to guess you're one of them. So let's just.
If I have pros for this movie, I will say this. There was a twist in this movie I didn't see coming, to be fair. Very fair. I didn't see coming.
Nobody's saying, all right, you know what? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mr. O'Shea.
Yeah. Involving a Mr. O'Shea.
I would say this. You're right. But at the same time, when it comes, it's like,
You know what? You're right. Because I remember the theater.
Because it is a legit twist. And you kind of can't get mad at how the twist comes at you.
Yeah.
But there's one big thing I got to ask. Okay. So you mean to tell me they approached him or he approached them? Wait a minute. All of that was his plan? But, I mean, yeah, you kept it. All right, cool. Yeah, all right, cool. Wait a minute. Where'd the accent come from?
Yeah, I know. And so, like, that's probably the pro I would say of it and stuff. Con-wise, though, I just got a good laugh at Gerard Butler trying to, like, I don't know whether he was trying to hide the accent or to go full blown with it. I couldn't tell.
Oh, no, I didn't hear it in this one. See, Gerard Butler's accent for me only shows up when you try to make him be dramatic.
Why does he talk out the side of his mouth, D? I think that's why I'm getting at. Why does he talk out the side of his mouth?
No. You know what it is, Chris? Because you see the little. If you don't, here's my thing. I started to think you don't like Gerard Butler. I'm slowly beginning to think you don't like Gerard Butler.
You say that, and yet I enjoyed the fuck out of him. Geostorm, ain't that a bitch?
No, you didn't.
No, just in the stupidity of the movie, I was like, all right, Gerard, let's see where this goes. And honestly, I did like him in both the Olympus Is Falling and London Is Falling movie. So
Okay, I give you that, Dan. You know what? You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I thought you did hate him. I think it's Liam Neeson. I think you're starting to hate.
just because the movies
know.
are starting
It's
to blur
fine.
together, man. It's like the Taken movie and that Train movie blurs together so much.
And not to mention Run All Night.
Man.
Oh my God. Look, all right, look. Here's the funny thing though. When it came to stuff that I liked in the movie, Rob Butler was actually one of them.
Okay.
And it wasn't. Here's the thing, and it wasn't because of so much like any action. Because let me make it very clear: the action in this I can do without. I'm not even.
It's just okay at best.
It's stock. It's stock. There is like one or two headshots where it's like, ooh, but other than that, it's like whatever. But Gerard Butler, he is the only entertaining thing in the movie for me. He is the only entertainer because the best part of the movie was when he showed up at his ex-wife's. There's like a little shindig. He was blasted drunk.
Had the divorce papers already there.
I was already laughing at the fact that he broke into his house because the man wanted to get some milk.
Bruh.
I'm like, bruh, it is 6:00 in the morning. Why are you in here?
Oh my God.
Look, I watched it with my wife, and she, the wife does this normal. No, I'm taking the children. I'm leaving, and he's doing the whole little like.
Oh, why you gotta take him to taking your mom's house?
Here's the answer the whole time, and here comes the basic bitch part.
No bullshit, man.
Here's my thing. You know what? Look, I'm not saying you should stay with a man that cheats on you and all that, but here's a couple of things. If your husband is in the NBA, he's probably going to have his dick sucked. Look, the point is when I'm trying to
Green, all right, come on.
Look, why do you bring up AC Green like he's the model?
Because apparently he was. He was like, I remember blame private school for that one, because private schools love to hype up AC Green as like the clean brother that hates sex and shit. It's like, all right, I guess.
It ain't even so much so that she did it. It's just the usual stock. I'm leaving. I'm going to my mother's house. That type of crap. You know what I mean?
But he barely grabs her. Don't touch me. You're hurting me.
Yeah, that one. Oh my God, that line. And of course the part where Pablo walks him in his house and Gerard Butler's over there eating grits.
You know what? That's probably the part where I thought this movie was trying to be like Heat, because you remember De Niro and Pacino had that scene in the diner and stuff. I thought this movie was trying to do that in a way.
Here's the problem about that. The whole dynamic between Pacino and De Niro in that movie was that it was cat and mouse. They knew each other. I know your moves. I know my moves, that whole type of thing. In this one, it was like flex, motherfucker. And the problem about the flexing, and that's the problem about when you do this whole little flexing type of deal, it is not boring. But unless the characters are really engaging, and let me make this very clear, I love Pablo Schreiber. I think he's really good. I love him in American Gods. I accept Gerard Butler. 50 Cent, I swear to God, even if you gave this dude an acting manual and downloaded it straight to his brain, he'll still come off like his mouth can't move. But O'Shea, I really see him being a star later on in life. But here's the thing. Nobody really was engaging in this movie. For the talent that they did have in this movie, nobody was really that engaging. So when you had those moments of flex, Negro flex, there's no tension there. It's like, he's going to posture. Next scene. Great.
Yeah, and Pablo Schreiber having the angry look on his face like he's about to take a dump.
You got to give it up to Pablo. How he's straight up like Pablo, it's not like he's white. I don't know what it is, but Pablo is playing, what he's playing, like Samoan in this one.
I don't know. I think he played Hispanic. I think that's what they were trying to go for.
I think that's what they're going for too. I think it was, but that's a good person to go on. Pablo, he was really in a lot in the movie. I thought he was okay though. I thought he was okay.
Yeah.
Again, boring, but I thought he was okay.
Let me ask you guys this though. All right, at least with DJ Sue. Okay, so the cops that Gerard Butler is around, it felt like they were corrupt cops, but not really corrupt cops.
You know what? I felt like that, especially seeing not John Berthal with them.
That's Maurice. That's Maurice Compte, by the way.
I know it was Maurice, but I just looked at like his character, just the way he looked, his mannerisms in the movie. I'm just looking at him like, God, you were trying your best to not be John.
Oh man, look, I think he probably gets that all the time.
He probably does.
Oh man, like that whole squad, like when they had O'Shea in the room, I was like, man, these guys are assholes. Jesus Christ, they just really?
I like how O'Shea is one mold away from looking like his daddy.
Man,
and hold on. And when he was getting his ass kicked, I was like, I always wanted to see Ice Cube get manhandled by Gerard.
That's the closest you will ever get.
Yo, and give it up to the movie, the way they set that scene up and like you said, the end of the movie. Okay, it worked. It worked.
This movie's getting a sequel, dude. I think I've told you those guys, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
what?
It is.
It's not even a reach. So that's the thing I think that bothers me about the ending. It's not that it's a reach, and it's not that it doesn't warrant it, but it's just more of, for real.
You lost, dude. Go home. Be a family man. God damn.
Did anybody else notice Jerry from The Walking Dead?
Yes. Yep.
You know what? When I saw him, I was like, say dude. Call somebody a dude, please.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
See, all right, the heist was okay. That was kind of clever how they had to do it and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it still kind of felt, even up to the point where O'Shea got away at the end, it still kind of felt that like stuff had to happen. Just so happened that had to happen for that.
It felt like the movie was an extra 15 minutes too long.
Because
the end game, you're thinking, okay, what's going to happen next? And then shootout happens, and then it's like, okay, so this should be movie over. Oh, crap, there's another 15 minutes left? What do we got now?
Exactly. Where we going from here? It was like, yo, for real. I think that the final. All right, that's a good one. The final scene. You know, the final. I guess shootout.
Which was interesting. I gotta admit,
it's okay. It's okay, even though I had to think to myself, 3 innocent people got shot that day.
You're being nice, D. I think I was in the theaters when I saw this, and I was like, yo, I think a lot of people got fucked up in that fight.
Because one of them yelled out, like, get down, stand by the engine block. For real. And I thought to myself,
yeah, stand by the engine block, because that's a smart idea.
Look, I got to be real with you. As a father, I immediately thought, what if I was stuck in traffic with my 2 kids in the car? And that nigga told me that shit. What would I do?
I think you would get both of your kids and be like, yeah, kids, let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck this.
we running. And then I thought about the bullets. Like, I don't know if I can do it, but whatever. The point is, that scene, though, that scene was okay. Even though, just got to be honest with all that shooting. So, O'Shea didn't get hit once.
O'Shea didn't get
O'Shea roll canceled and dipped.
Like, first of all, O'Shea didn't get hit, and second, while the shootout was cool, it was no Val Kilmer running down Main Street with an AK just spraying everything. God.
See again, that movie had a whole different other pace to it too. But you say that, here's me. That scene was no Queen Latifah putting a cigarette to her mouth and driving straight at the here's the funny thing. I hate to, I meant to say that about 50 Cent. I love that 50 only got one scene to describe himself, and that was his daughter going to prom. And they did it in the most basic way ever. Let's scare her prom date. I'm like, the best y'all had for 50. That is the best thing you have for Mr. Jackson. Are you serious? That's all. Look. But I thought to myself, and you probably say, D, you ain't shit for that. I thought to myself, hey, D, what is 75% of 50 Cent's image as a rapper? Oh, looking tough? There you go. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
You know what, dude? As somebody that watches Power, you are 100% right, because that's all he does in Power is just look tough. That's about it.
Just look tough. The 50 is kind of funny. I think 50.
No, scratch that. Look tough and fuck Tasha from fucking Why Did I Get Married. That's all he does in Power. No bullshit.
I have this thing about 50 where I think I think when it comes to 50, I think he's an average rapper, a below average actor, but when it comes to like body image, at least he knows what he looks like. So I can give him that. Even though a part of me says, I bet if he punches you, you'd be like, wait a minute, that's it.
Yo, I got a good kick out of the fact that 50 really thought he was shooting for the stars, getting an Oscar, trying to lose weight to play an AIDS victim.
You wrong for that.
I had to really sit there. Just like, look, I commend the dedication.
He wasn't an AIDS victim. It was AIDS. I thought it was cancer.
AIDS. It was AIDS.
What movie was that for?
It all falls down.
It all falls down. Yeah, wasn't Mary J. Blige in that movie?
Nah, Felicia Rashad was his mom. And yeah,
he had a brother that was like a hustler or something.
Yeah, he had AIDS, sir. That's why he
was. So here's my question.
Yeah.
Did that movie even go into movie theaters?
No, that went straight to DVD. No bullshit.
So let me get this right, 50. You pretty much starve yourself for weeks, almost months, for a movie that went on straight to DVD. Look, there's method acting, and then there's, I'm sorry, you did what? Oh my God. You know when Jared Leto looks at you like, dog, it ain't that serious, there's a problem.
That's Jared Leto. Actually, Jared Leto and fucking homeboy that was Batman, Christian Bale.
He's not a method actor.
I don't know, man. He can't wait for The Big Short and then all of a sudden lost me for another movie. You know.
Okay. Yeah. For the boxing movie, he actually did. For that boxing movie, he did. Yeah, he did that too.
Tom Hardy. You mean that coked out boxer he played with what was it? That was with Mark Wahlberg, right?
But the fighter.
Yeah, the fighter.
Yeah, you're right. He is. Tom Hardy is one too.
But yeah, you're right. Tom Hardy is a method actor and stuff. You know, giving you such lines as "That's bait." It's bait.
Look, Tom Hardy was out in the desert for 50 straight days. That's how he perfected that. So what about what about Dunkirk, D? All right, easy. For that one,
he flew a plane.
He's like this, like that one, you know what he did? He really didn't method actor for that. He did a role like that similar before, so it was like, you know, like riding a bike for him. He didn't have.
He flew a plane. He flew his plane, and his character, after landing it, burns the plane, and he gets captured by the Nazis. The end.
Like that's how it happened. Wait a minute, he did that in real life. All right, this time he just was playing in the middle of like a white supremacist rally, and they let him go. Apparently, they let him go.
Hey, listen, man. You know what? That was another thing about this movie, right? And it's kind of it's not like that I hate it, but again, if we're talking to Gerard Butler's cop pals, I thought one of them was a white supremacist. I'm not even fucking kidding.
No, I thought one of them was going to do some mess where it's like they're chasing down Pablo, and then next thing you know, Gerard Butler's kneecap explodes, and it's like the black cop behind him. It's like, I told you, man, we could have done this or some crap like that.
Oh man, that would have.
God, the movie didn't do that. All his partners, they were forgettable for me.
Yeah. I think the trailers made it. The trailers, because I don't know if y'all guys saw the trailers. It was all Gerard, but like, yeah, so you think we're the good cops, but we're actually the baddest of bad. And I'm like, so
exactly.
Are you guys actually doing the heist for some reason? I'm confused here.
Hey, a part of me was thinking that, and I lie to you now, and I don't know. And the only reason why I knew it wasn't going down that way was because of that scene where Gerard Butler and Pablo were both shooting at the gun range. At that point where I knew it wasn't going to go that way. And I was thinking to myself, all right, they're doing all this posturing. They're going to go to the gun range. They're going to say like they're going to say something minor, and then they're going to do the heist. And next thing you know is Rob Butler and Paulo going to be clinking champagne glasses like in the middle of Aruba or something like that. And I'm like, oh, snap. It was both of them. They were both in on it. The second that thing went off, he shot up the whole torso of the target, right? I was thinking to myself, like, they're not on teams. Then the next scene, Gerard Butler was banging his girlfriend. I'm like, they're really not on teams. Oh,
That was
I
a
was-
very awkward moment right there with Gerard and his girlfriend or whoever and stuff he was messing with, and Pablo.
that random girlfriend, man. Even though I thought she was going to get slapped at the end of that scene or shot. You
I don't know.
but
Pablo has that look to him like he really was gonna do it, and it just didn't happen. It's like, huh? It's kind of expected that to happen.
you know what? Wait a minute. Who was he in The Wire? Who was Pablo playing him?
He was the son of the dock worker,
Oh, okay. I barely remember.
aka
I was trying to
season 2, aka as I said before, white people problems. So
white people problems. Or I like to call, or as I like to call, white Baltimore.
yeah, I know, right?
Oh, we will. I say that often to people, man. It's like, what side of Baltimore is that? White people, Baltimore. Oh,
the gentrified to the point to where he was all like, my grandmother used to live here. Yeah, it's a nice little flat. It's about $800,000. And I was like, the look of Pablo's look during that scene in that show, by the way, his look was just like me. It's just disgust, like, you motherfucking white people. God damn it. It's like, how dare you raise the price up to $800,000 for this?
now I liked how the whole bank. I love the whole bank scene where I said, "Oh, I was like, oh, Polito Bay." Anyway, but but I like the whole. People that played GTA 5 are gonna know what I just said, but I like how they went in there. But God, it really did remind me of GTA 5. But I like how how the whole hostage situation went down. And I'm sorry, you got to be how that went down for them to go to the main heist. I thought to myself that was clever, but at the same time, that was a lot of work.
Definitely a lot of work on that.
That was a lot of work because you assumed that the FBI was stupid as shit. I mean, yeah, you were right, but
yeah, I mean, look, we saw their incompetence at the start of the movie, where Gerard Butler. Here's the weird part: how the hell are you gonna pick up a donut from a fucking crime scene like it's nothing?
Oh, when he did that, I leaned over to Angie. I was like this, oh shit, baby. He picked up a donut on the crime scene. I don't think this guy plays by the rules.
Which that fits into his character perfectly.
Yo,
I mean, come on. This is again, I gotta go back to it. This is the same guy who broke into his wife's house just to get some milk.
Just to get some milk, man.
And then on top of that, per usual for a character like that, of course he has beef with the fucking FBI, a short person that's from the FBI, by the way. He's like, I hate you. I hate the cut of your jib. Fuck you.
This is my jurisdiction.
No, this is my jurisdiction. I'm Leonidas. Oh, shit, wrong movie.
God damn it, Gerard. This is the 18th time you did it today.
Hey, look, hey, it's not my fault. Like, it's not my fault that Cheddar Bob over here is throwing me off.
I know, right?
Wow.
No, first off.
Hey, Eris, here. This is an Apple scented sticker. You get that one, man. That was a good one.
First off, Cheddar Bob pops up in a lot of these movies, especially the straight-to-DVD ones and this one. Because when I saw him, I was like, well, of course he's in this movie. Why wouldn't he be in this movie?
You know why? I'm going to say it. Sterling K. Brown fucked up his career. I'm saying it.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Sterling had the nerve to show up and act. That messed up his whole career.
I was like, yo, of course you're in this movie. You're like in every fucking movie of this type. I'm not shocked, all right?
This caliber of movie. We need random Negro. Here you go.
There you go. I mean, look. If Sterling K. Brown was in Den of Thieves, first off, he'll been crying and pleading to fucking Pablo Schreiber not to kill him and shit, and then, we have to get backstory and stuff.
He would have got shot, and he'd be grabbing on to Gerard Butler like, I don't want to. And Gerard Butler, stares in Scottish. It's like, you're not going to die.
First off, D, hats off to you because that impersonation of Sterling K. Brown was exactly what he was like in Marshall. Not even kidding.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because anyway, yo, I stand by that. I think for me, really, Gerard Butler was the movie for me. I cared about his character more than anybody else. I don't know about any of you guys, but for me, Gerard was keeping me invested a little bit. This is one of the few movies when it comes to the heist, I was actually rooting for the good guys. You know what I mean? So
I was kind of on my. I kind of hate the cops, especially how they treated O'Shea. So I was kind of like Team O'Shea Jackson, basically. So I was rooting for him to be like, I fucked you, Gerard Butler, and now I get away scot free. So.
Hey, O'Shea, I need you to do some like push-ups, man, because you starting to get the man boobs just like your dad. So I'm gonna need you to work on that in the next movie. Just real talk. I love you, bro.
See, D.
Hold on. I love you, bro. You was great in Compton. You was pretty decent in this one. I want to see you come up, my nigga. That's all I'm saying.
CD, you say that. The only way that's going to happen is if he gets thrown into a DC movie or a Marvel movie and he has to actually fucking put workout plans in his case.
He has to, man. Only thing I hate about O'Shea, and I hope he's telling himself already, you're going to have to be in the next Friday, right?
You know that's going to happen. I would not be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised that Ice Cube writes the next, he finally gets the script done for the final Friday movie, and he doesn't even play Craig. He actually gives it to his son.
Son of Craig.
Son of Craig. Craig done turn into Pops out of nowhere. got older for no reason.
Yo, if I was being an asshole right now and I was trying to cash O'Shea in a superhero movie, it's like, I got it, O'Shea, you're going to be Night Thrasher. The fuck is Night Thrasher?
It's Night Thrasher, homie. What the hell is this, man?
It's like, why you got a gas mask on? This is Night Thrasher? What kind of D-list hero is this? Ha-ha, he is a D-list hero. Boom.
Yes, you know your comic books. Good on you, young man. I'm like, I don't know where the nigga came from. What is this, Image Comics? Man, that's a good guess, man. That was a really good guess. I mean, I'm just saying he ain't from Image, but I gotta be honest with you. When you look at it, that just bleed. Yeah, it is. That's an Image person, and it really is.
If he was in a fucking Image fucking comic, he'd be fucking like Chapel and Youngblood and shit.
Oh my god, man! Actually, you know what? If anybody, I'm just saying, man. If he's gonna do any comic book movie, I don't want him. He can do whatever he wants. Just don't be cameo Thug.
I really don't want.
But like Noel G, and I love Noel G.
I was just about to say, please don't put him in that category of Noel G, where whenever he shows up, he has the same name for like the last 20 movies that he's been in.
No, I think Noel G does that shit on purpose. Like, so Noel, your character's name is Jimmy. Can we just go Hector? No, it's Jimmy.
Hector it is then. Hector it is, Holmes.
It's like, okay,
sure.
Noel.
Are you going to tell Noel? Are you going to tell Noel his name is not Hector? Here, in like every black director, yeah.
Hell yeah, it's my goddamn movie.
All the white directors are scared. Every black director, hey, Noel, what? Your name ain't Hector, man. It's Jesus. All right, man. Look, no, be a white director. Actually, it's Juan. It's Hector. And no, it's Juan. Hector. Okay, it's Hector.
That's what was missing from Den of Thieves. Fucking Noel G. I was surprised he didn't pop up in here.
I'm shocked too. You know what? That and the Asian stereotype wasn't in this movie. So yeah, good for that.
Wait, actually, no. In a way, I mean, a part of me would say be surprised, but at the same time, how far away was this movie from his house? Hey, look, man, I'll never forget the time when I met Noel G at Comic-Con and I asked him about the movies that he's been in. I said, dude, how come you always do a lot of movies that take place in LA? And he said, dude, the movie takes place if it's within 45 minutes of my house, I'm on it.
Dude, go home on his lunch break.
Exactly.
So, gotta ask you guys, so what would you actually give this movie overall?
At the very most, and I'm going by our numbers, 1 through 10.
Yeah.
At the very most, a 6 because there is actual entertainment value in this.
Yeah.
The problem about it is that for 2 hours, it's not very entertaining.
Yeah, it's just the build up to like you said, the GTA heist. It's like, oh, we gotta do all these boring missions.
And I guess, and the thing is, it's fine. Some of the build up is fine, but the problem is, like you said, there's 15 more minutes than it should be. If this movie was an hour and 45 minutes, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. But no, it's a little bit too long. So, gotta be real. 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Gotta be real. 5 out of 10. I want to give it a 6 actually because there is real value in this movie. There is actual value in this movie.
Yeah, I think
So I
the
can say
original. Yeah, I think the original review I gave it a 6 out of 10, so I'll stick by that.
I mean, I would say for a movie that had a $30 million budget and it turned in $80 million.
It's why it got a sequel.
Yeah. I mean, not many movies. You know something? Not many movies can do that where they can they'll put out a movie. It has a high budget. It turns in it gets a high return, yet no sequel.
I mean,
and they'll say no sequel because of was it outright criticism, like mass criticism.
And the thing of it is, this came out during a dead month early this year, January.
Yeah, came out January.
Yeah, it was like this and Proud Mary came out in the dead months, and they both made money. So it's like, oh, okay.
You know, rightfully so, it made the money it made. You know, and here's the funny thing. I think the trailer, and I think just the fact that people want to see something. It was a dead month. Like, hey, you want to see something? Hey, Den of Thieves, that looks interesting enough. And like I said, it falls at where you think it's going to fall at, middle of the road, possibly slightly higher than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's nothing inherently bad. Well, I say to get this on DVD, add it to your collection. I actually mean that. And that's not even me trying to be like sucking up to the movie. I really mean that. Add it to your collection.
Yeah.
It's worth having, man, when it comes to heist movies, because I've seen a lot worse than this.
Right. Now, I will give this. You gave it a what was it? You gave it a 6, D?
No, I gave it a 5.
5.
Oh,
I
you
gave
gave
it a
it
6.
5. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with the. I guess I'll even. Yeah, you know what? Just because I like the way it was shot.
Oh, yeah, that's the one thing I didn't mention. It's shot very well.
Yeah, I like that. The cinematographer for this, Terry Stacy, actually shot this movie very well. I did like the way it looked, and even though did y'all know that even though this movie was filmed, it was supposed to be in Los Angeles, they filmed it mostly in Atlanta.
Wow.
Wait a minute. What?
Whoa. Wait a minute. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
The filming location, they filmed it in Atlanta, even though they used aerial shots of Los Angeles as well as the from most of the typical places like the Vincent Thomas Bridge and the Federal Correctional Institution and was a Terminal Island and the skyline of downtown Los Angeles. They used a lot of aerial shots of Los Angeles, but other than that, this movie was mostly filmed in Atlanta.
Wow.
That bank that the first bank that they went to, gotta be real. That looked like a parking lot in the middle of Georgia.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you know what?
Thinking about
That's
it
a
in
good
hindsight, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it throws you off. It completely throws you off. You wouldn't even think that they shot this in Atlanta.
Nah, man. But as being shot, I mean, I'm not even talking about the exterior cinematography or none of that. Just the way it's shot. There's not a bad angle in this movie. You know, I'll be all right, a couple, but it's like, come on. The director's trying to get you to get into the movie. What you want him to do.
And I will say this, for a heist movie, I'm going to give it its credit for being a film that's been in development hell for the last 14 years.
Oh, man, listen. I heard about the history of this movie, and I was like, yo, how in 2 fucks did they manage to finally get this movie out? Like,
Hey, I hate to reference a podcast that we did earlier this year that actually came out the same time that Den of Thieves came out. Remember, Cliffhanger was almost in developmental hell for 10 years.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
And it was so bad that it spawned off a movie that didn't come out until 30 years later, which was Hurricane.
Which is a shit movie, by the way.
I will not get off of that. Wow.
So Hurricane Heist, which again wasn't that spawned from Hard Rain.
No. That's what we said, because basically you told us what it was. It was a heist that took place in a hurricane. I was like, wait a minute, what? I was like, so wait a minute, it was supposed to be Hard Rain, except and you said pirates. And I was like, yar, we just want the money.
Nigga, that's what's missing from Den of Thieves is a Morgan Freeman line of, we just want the money.
You know what? Here's the funny thing about that. I think the sequel, I'm sorry, Eric. Finish what you were going to say. I'm sorry. Finish what you were going to say.
No, I mean, other than that, for my score on this, just off of the director of photography alone, I'm gonna give it a 6.
All right, cool. That's no problem. Falls to a 6 in total, and I got to be honest with you. Even with me giving it a 5, I agree with your 6. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. Because, like I said, there was no hard feelings toward this movie for me. It's just that it ran a little bit too long, and it got kind of dull for me. But other than that, being a 6, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. How dare you give it 1 point better?
So with that being said, go out to your local Target, Walmart, wherever place you get DVDs, and get Den of Thieves. It's out now.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, we're out, people. Peace.
Yeah.